Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Katie and I make stuff vegan. Okay, so boom. So like, it's officially fall, right? Yeah, no, it really is. It's officially fall. And I was like, I want something like fall, like, you know, something cozy, something festive, something cute. And I was like, oh, you know what sounds good? A maple donut. And like, quiet as it's kept, Whole Foods has a great maple donut. Why did I just remember that? I could have went and bought one. Anyway, these turned out fire. They turned out really, really good. If you want to see how I made vegan maple glazed donuts, keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. And as always, the link to the detailed recipe will be in the description box below. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start with some warm milk. I got a cup of oat milk here. I love oat milk for like baking, everything. I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna list the things like that I liked about oat milk, but like, it's oat milk. You know, like, she's that girl, period. I think a richer milk will be better for this, but if you got almond, use almond. You got soy, use soy. Don't use water. I mean, it's your business. Anyway, I have a tablespoon of active dry yeast, and I put a little bit of my sugar in there, maybe like a tablespoon. It doesn't really matter the amount, but you need something for the yeast. Am I okay? You need something for the yeast to eat, like Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let that froth up for like 10 minutes, but you just want it to get like puffy. It's gonna smell like bread, and you'll be like, oh, okay, period, it's done. Okay, so I have 3 cups of flour in a bowl. Now, admittedly, I think this is personally too much flour. In the recipe, I changed it. I said 2.5 cups because my donuts were fire. Like I said, if they weren't fire, I wouldn't share it. Like, that's just like not my ministry. If it ain't good, you know how many recipes I had that flopped, that I had to do something else the same day. Now, whose fault is it for waiting the same day? That's my fault, but that's not the point. However, I thought they were like a little bit, they weren't like tough. They're not tough, you know what I'm saying? But they were a firm donut. And I don't mind a firm donut, but like, I feel like if I used like 2.5 cups of flour and then added flour as needed when I was needing it, it would have been better off. Okay, boom. So to the flour, I added some baking powder. I added some sugar. I added some cinnamon and nutmeg because I knew I had the foresight that I was not finna put the maple syrup in the dough. But so I was like, let me do something like mapley in the dough. You honestly could use this donut recipe for like any flavored donut, like it doesn't really matter. But if you're gonna make like a chocolate donut, like just take the cinnamon and nutmeg out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom. Then I added my milk and my yeast mixture, and then I mixed it together till it became shaggy and I started kneading it. Then I added some butter into it. I used room temperature butter. I'm lying. I used like microwaved butter, but like the point was there, like the effort was there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Then I kneaded it for 10 minutes. You know, I just thought about life and my aspirations and my favorite things, like laying down, watching TikToks, you know, stuff like that to pass the time. If you have a bread machine, not a bread machine, what's it called? A stand mixer, you could do that. And I thought about getting one, but I was just like, I don't want to spend $300 on it. And also, suffering builds character. I'm not suffering, but like my arms were like kind of like, when are we gonna pack this up? But then by the time I started thinking about that, it was over. Okay, so I'm gonna put it into an oiled bowl and I'm gonna let it rise for an hour. You're gonna cover it real tight. I like to put mine in my microwave and just leave it there. That's the warmest place I have. Cause it doesn't fit in my oven. Well, it will fit in my oven, but like I gotta move stuff around. You didn't ask that. Okay, so I took half of the dough because you know me. Okay, I do have a huge sweet tooth, but like I don't need 8 donuts sitting around. So I made half of it. You could freeze your dough. I think it will last up to like 9 months or something like that. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna roll it out. Now don't laugh. I couldn't find what I wanted to use. In retrospect, because my glasses, like they go up like that. Like I have these cute little glasses and they go like that. And I thought it would make the donut too small. So it's like the biggest circular thing I had. And then for the middle part, see, I realized like how half-baked this was. Like I didn't even realize, like make sure I had the proper stuff to do it. But we moved and we made it anyway. I just cut a little circle out and did this and it worked out just fine. They looked more rustic. But if you have the little cutter thing, you can use that. I've used, what did I use? A straw. I feel like there's a recipe recently that I used a straw. It doesn't really matter. The means don't matter. It's the end, okay? And that works in most situations in life, in most. Okay, so I'm gonna fry them. You might be wondering, why do you have such a small pan? I also realized that I have a lot of oil left, and you need to have a lot of oil because you see how like mine got like brown like that. You don't really want that, like not like overall. You want it to be like golden brown, but like that dark spot, that's because it was touching the bottom of the pan, and that's why you need a lot of oil, you see. But I only had like a cup, so I used what I had. Okay, so while my donuts were resting, cooling off, they were cooling, I made my little glaze. So I found this fancy maple syrup at Target. Would I buy it again? I don't know. It was $10. Why did I spend $10 on maple syrup? That's so funny to me because it's like, why would I do that? It's good. I want to do it again, but you can use regular maple syrup. I was also thinking like, I wonder if I should use like maple flavoring, but I didn't do enough research into like whether it's vegan or not. I saw it at Kroger today too, and I was like, I should have bought this, but whatever, we move. Okay, so then I put some vegan cream cheese in there, and I did that because I wanted to make sure I could add the maple syrup and the powdered sugar without it being too sweet. I think it did exactly what I wanted to do. I figured it out with some milk as well. So you whisk those together, and then you whisk in the powdered sugar, and you can add it, you can make it sweeter or whatever, doesn't really matter, whatever you want to do. And then you whisk it till you get a little frosting. It's not frosting, what's it called? Glaze. And then you dip it in. This was the most satisfying part because I was like, I made it, and they look like donuts and they taste good, and I was like, yeah, look at it. It's giving donut shop. Like, it's giving professional baker. It's giving I do this. It's giving I be here. Better pizza, better ingredients, better. Anyway, let me know what you think about this recipe. Let me know if you try this recipe. I love hearing if you try this recipe. Also, let me know if you have problems because like, let's troubleshoot. Let me know what's going on. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. While you're here, check out my other videos. You know what I'm talking about. I love videos now. Plenty of videos. Thank you again, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.